Okay, good morning, welcome back. Now today was going to be fork legs and insert them into the bike and then move on, but I had a little think of the procedure, played it through in my head and I've missed a bit. It's these, the headlight brackets. Putting the forks in, you put them into the headlight brackets, then you put the headlight between the brackets and then you put the clocks on and so on. So everything centres around the headlight brackets being ready, and they're not. These are they. Now, I've got a pair of these to do, and where these fit, I think it's quite obvious really, is between both of the yokes. Let's just hold them in order. There we are. They fit like that between the yokes, and then the headlight goes between them. And as you can see by looking at the design, the fork leg goes up through that. So I'm going to paint this bit. I'm going to leave this bit stainless steel. It's a lovely factory stainless steel, absolutely flawless, and it looks just like the fork leg. So I'm going to leave that as it is. But this bit, all the chrome on the inside is all pickled off. So I'm going to deal with that, blast them off, paint those black, and they'll look like they're floating. These are really nice. They're much nicer than the stamped out ones on the Bonneville. They're not pressed or stamped out junk. They really are a nice piece of kit. And I'm going to go with those to keep that kind of modified factory look. So to install these, you simply have to take the 4 little plastic ring gaskets here and you insert them underneath like so. Straightforward. And when all 4 of them are in, you put them between the yokes and you assemble everything. Well, these little plastic ring gaskets are the uphill challenge today, because that one is great. That one, where's the gap? There it is. That one's got a little gap in it where it's cracked. So I could just glue that and put it in place. It's the other 3 that are the problem. That's in 1 piece, all bar it cracked. The second one is in 2 pieces. The third one, as you can see, is in 3 pieces. And the 4th one, well, that's best referred to as a compound gasket. There's no repairing that. There's actually chips of it that have disappeared, so you wouldn't repair it. And also, even if I installed them, they're going to crack and break up in the future, and that's rubbish. So I tried to find a new set to just buy them. No, not on your life. These are 20 years old. No part numbers exist for these. And even if you manage to locate new old stock sitting on a shelf, it's been sitting on the said shelf for 20 years and they'll be just as brittle as these. So a pointless expense. What I'm going to do instead is make a set of these. That's today's task. I reckon it's quite easy to machine up a set of these from Delrin. If you've never heard of Delrin, it's a hard engineering plastic that can be machined. It's designed for all sorts of things, and I'm pretty sure I can make a set of those up myself out of Delrin. I've got some chunks of it, some offcuts from my friend Jimmy who sent them to me ages ago. They'll definitely do the job. It's just whether I can do the job, because machining these has to be absolutely precision. The inside has to be absolutely the same size as the fork leg, or as they are now, and that little step in it has to fit absolutely into there. So this is precision machining on plastic, and that's something I've never done before, because it has an amount of give even though it's designed to be machined. So today, let's see how we get on with these. Right, there we go. 3 and a bit hours to create those. They're an absolutely perfect fit, not just in the tubes, as you can see, snap fit, also over the forks. They slide perfectly with no play whatsoever. Exactly what the original factory ones probably were at the beginning. Now, a machinist, a proper skilled machinist, wouldn't have taken 3 hours to make those, would have taken about 20 minutes. But then I'm not a skilled machinist. And my only way of getting these precision sizes is creeping up on them a tiny, tiny fraction of an increment at a time until they're absolutely perfect. It's all too easy to take a cut a little bit too deep, then there's loads of slop and play and you've trashed the part and you have to start all over again. But all 4 of those came out right first time and I'm very happy with that. And dare I say, quite proud of that. Slowly but surely learning the machining process with the help of some fantastic people out there on the internet who lend their help generously to teach me and help me learn as I go. So there we are, those are made. Now take these ears off, get them blasted up, get them painted up, and when they're dry, I can assemble those and then start on the forks. So it's all ready to bung back together. Tough with that. Right, as you can see, I've got fine glass beads in my blast cabinet at this moment in time, and they're too fine and they're too gentle to take out peeling chrome. Peeling chrome is weird. The bit that sticks proper, and the bit that's flaking, well, it doesn't even want to come off. You need a much more aggressive blast media for that, and it would probably wreck the part itself because it's cast aluminium, no thicker than an engine casing, and I really don't want to be brutalizing that too much. So I'm going to use the old way, wire wheel, get the worst off. On the front, I'll just use a sanding disc and get a nice etched finish on it, and then I can paint those quite nicely. It seems that these Hinkley Triumphs are tough as old boots. That's nice, I like that. Right, there we go. Wet paint done. Walk away. Don't touch it. Decided to do the headlight shell halfway through because it just needed it, and it's definitely the right decision. That's going to dry a lovely satin finish, exactly the same as the brackets, and it will look perfect sat between them. Now, when that's all assembled, clock's on, it's ready to pop the forks in. So I've got to get the forks ready next. That just means tearing them apart, take the seals out, the old bushings, have a look at the springs, see if I can upgrade them in some way, have a look at the damper rods, just make sure everything inside those forks is superb. And at the meantime, deal with that corroded casting in the bottom legs. They're in an absolutely terrible state. So they're going to have this treatment by the end of next video, then another couple of days to dry, and I can throw them back together with some nice new seals and put the whole front end back in the bike. So I'll see you then.